Hitler's time, there was a German who wrote this, and it is something to this effect, where he says, they came for the communists and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. They came for the trade unionists, I wasn't a trade unionist, so I didn't speak up for them. Then they came for the Christians and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Christian. And it goes on for a couple of categories, and then it says, then they came for me and there was no one left to speak up for me. So this whole thing of that, it is about them. They will defend themselves. It's about UP people, जो वहाँ से आते हैं, बिहार यूपी से आते हैं, वो अपना करेंगे. अभी Women's Day आ रहा है 8 मार्च को. There'll be a women's rally. It's a women's issue. Let them handle this. When there is an AIDS Day on December 1st, let the people with HIV positive or those who are working with them, let them handle it. If there is a Muslim being attacked somewhere, let all the Muslims go and do that. We never think it's about us. We always think it's about the other. What Rahul was saying, this whole notion of the other. We have so conveniently divided ourselves between us and them. We Hindus do this, Muslims do this. Are all Muslims the same? Are all Hindus the same? Are we a monolith? Are we a homogenized community? Is any community homogenized? How can a whole community, how can millions of people be the same? Constantly talking about the problem. I'm assuming that today all of you who are here care about this issue or want to know more or are confused or want to reaffirm their faith or have questions in the mind, but you are concerned. You somewhere care about what we are talking here, and that's why you're here. I think everybody does get too busy. It's happening to every city, maybe more in this city, that we all get so busy in our little worlds that we always think this is somebody else's problem. I just hope it's not too late that when it becomes our problem, there probably won't be anybody to really stand up for us. I have always been intrigued by this whole thing of identity. What is our identity? Somebody said, what is it to be an Indian? The sounds that we talk, absolutely. You go to any part of India, you'll hear those sounds. But when I go to Pakistan, I hear those sounds too. Because they also listen to Hindi music. They listen to even some of the bad Hindi films sometimes, are seen more there. They have DVDs of every single film, even the ones that have really not done well here either. So is it the South Asian identity are we talking? Within South Asian, is Pakistan closer to Afghanistan? Is there more similarity between Sri Lanka and India? So we can keep expanding it. When I travel abroad, if it's the US or Europe, they would say, if it's a South Asian organization, they would say, so what does it feel to be a South Asian woman? So I say, well, I don't even think of myself really as a South Asian woman. You are South Asian because you are among lots of Goras and you have a certain identity, and the Bangladeshi and the Pakistani and the Indian and the Sri Lankan sort of look alike and have probably similar problems, so that's the label. If I'm in South Asia, then my identity is I'm an Indian. When you go to a South Asian conference, then you're representing India, so you're an Indian. When you're in India, then you're from where? I'm half Odia and half Gujarati. When I'm in Orissa, then I'm not an Odia only. I'm from Mayurbhanj district. If there's something in Mayurbhanj, then I'm not from Mayurbhanj. I'm from Baripada, the town. So it keeps getting narrow, which means I'm all of that. I'm an Odia, I'm a Gujarati, I'm from India, I'm a Hindu, I'm a woman, I grew up in Delhi, I was born in Bombay. All of this is me. The problem arises when one of these identities is thrusted on me. So I don't have to deny any of my identities. I am an Indian. This is where I was born, that's on my passport. This is the ethos I grew up in. I was born in a Hindu family. I don't practice any religion. But there are a lot of cultural religious things we do, like he talked about lighting a lamp, which has very easily become an Indian thing. We are very slowly juxtaposing certain Hindu rituals as an Indian thing. But many of them were cultural. As a child, when I grew up, we used to say namaste to all our elders. It was a cultural thing. It had nothing to do, so to say, about religion. It was a respectful thing to do to elders. But if I see a Muslim uncle or somebody elder from there, I would do adab. To me, that also comes as naturally as that. And we never use the word Hindus and Muslims. For the first 15 years of my life, I don't remember using these words as much as I have used in the last 15 years. It's so sad that we have divided ourselves so much. Them and us has been created to such an extent. But like I was saying, what is most offensive is the fact that when identities that you are born with are, either you're supposed to feel proud about it or you're supposed to feel ashamed about it. Be a proud Indian, or be a proud Hindu. Garv se kaho ki hum Hindu hai. Yeah, or about being a woman. I didn't even have a choice. I just happened to be a woman. I just happened to be born in India. I just happened to be born in a Hindu family. Why are you making me feel proud or ashamed about something that I've had no choice in? Make me feel that way about the work I do, the thoughts I have, the actions I take. Let those become things that you can hold against me or feel good about. MNS has become so strong in Bombay in just a couple of years. It isn't an overnight thing. They are tapping into our own deep prejudices and conditionings. They are making use of that because we are prejudiced, because we are so deeply conditioned to think of the other. And a nameless, faceless person, as Rahul said, what club does he belong to? A nameless, faceless person whom we have just completely marginalized, उसको आप कुछ भी देंगे जिससे उसकी थोड़ी सी एक identity होगी, तो definitely we'd like to grab it. Why wouldn't one? Because there is no other space for that person. That person is lowest in the ladder. But I truly believe that lot more people are actually liberal, lot more people are actually secular, lot more people want peace, lot more people are against violence, lot more people don't thrive कि किसी का बुरा हो तो मेरा अच्छा हो. हमको अपनी जिंदगी से फुर्सत नहीं है तो कहाँ किसको देखने जाएंगे? So when you are going to raise a voice, when we are going to do some positive action, actually the person who is doing it is secretly, silently also encouraging many others who are probably keeping quiet. Because none of us want to really stick our neck. We all want to at some level say safe playing. वो अगर बोल देंगे तो फिर ठीक है हम बाद में बोल देंगे. पर सभी अगर किसी के लिए इंतजार करते रहे, then we'll all be just waiting. So that, all of us can be small leaders. We don't have a Gandhi today. We don't have a Martin Luther King in this world. So, and it wasn't only him. Martin Luther King did what he did. But there was Rosa Parks who was in a bus. She refused to get up. When a white man came, she said, no, a black woman will sit. Suddenly everybody said, my God, is she really doing that? They all just sat. Suddenly there was an outburst. There was a complete movement that started. Rosa Parks, who knew who she was? So there are lots of people like that, who have taken those little steps and open doors for others. That what are the solutions? Nobody is going to come and give us the solutions. The solution is also some of this. What people like Shabnam are doing is to create these open spaces so all of us can not only take out our angst but think, we'll just get to that, but actually start thinking of ways, actually question ourselves. Did I have an opportunity to speak up and did I use that opportunity or did I prefer to keep quiet? My name is Khan, not, of course the government gave that space, that law and order, but just ordinary people said, what the hell? We want to just go and see that film. You can't stop us. Tomorrow they'll tell you, don't wear this clothes, don't go to do this, see this film. Where is it going to end? Freedom of expression is not only about these writers and these filmmakers and these painters and all of that. It is about all of us. So in safeguarding somebody else, we are actually safeguarding our own selves. On Martin Luther King, I remembered, which is one of my favorite quotes, where he said, and you know what the issue was there, but it's so relevant today, where he said that in our times we will repent, not for the evil deeds of the bad, but for the silences of the good. And I think that's what we have to break, this whole culture of silence, कि यार चुप रहो, इसी में भलाई है. चुप रहने में अब कोई भलाई नहीं है. Thank you.